Hello guys, welcome back to TechDoors, and in this video we will see the majority element problem which is from LeetCode day 6 of the May challenge. So let us look at the problem statement. The problem is very simple and it says that given an array of size n, find the majority element. And the majority element should occur more than n by 2 number of times. So this is n by 2 floor. So it should occur more than n by 2 number of times. So if your n value is let's say 5, then your n by 2 floor value will be equals to 2. So if there is a majority element in your array of size 5, then it should occur more than 2 number of times. Now in this case, you may assume that the array is non-empty and the majority element always exists in the array. So your array is guaranteed to have the majority element. So let us look at an example and understand it. Now let us say we take this first example. In this example, you have n equals to 5 number of elements. So if a majority elements exist, then it should exist more than n by 2 floor number of times. So n by 2 floor will come out to be 2 and it should occur more than 2 times. So is there any element in this array which is occurring more than 2 times? So yes, 1 is present 3 times. So we can say that there is a majority element which is 1. Now in this question, majority element is already guaranteed. Now in the second example, you can see that your n value is equals to 6. So your n by 2 floor value will come out to be 3. So if you have a majority element, then it should have frequency more than 3 number of times. You can see that in this example, there is no element with frequency greater than 3. So in this case, there is no majority element. So there is one more majority element problem which I have already uploaded in the past. Link will be in the description below. In that problem, it was not guaranteed that the array will be having a majority element. But this problem is made simpler by guaranteeing that the array will be having the majority element. So let us now look at the algorithm of how to solve it. So actually what we will do is, we will take this first element and we will take a majority variable. And we will assume that the first element is our majority element. Okay. And then we will take a counter for how many times the majority element has occurred. So first time, if we are at the index 1, then only one time it will occur. Now we will iterate for the rest of the elements. So as soon as we move to the next element and we find that this element is not equals to 1, so we will just decrement the count of the majority element. So this will become 0. So as soon as your count becomes 0, this means that your majority element which you had assumed earlier is no more the candidate for being chosen as the majority element. And so you will have to just remove this majority element and reassign the majority element. So we will assume that this 2 is now the majority element and we will also update the count value to 1. Now we will move again to the next element. Now this element is 1. So what we will do is, this is not equals to majority element. Therefore, we will have to decrement the count value. So count will become 0. Now when this count becomes 0, then this means that the previous majority element whichever was assumed have all been exhausted. Okay, so we need to reassign this majority element. And why are we assuming like if count is 0 then it is exhausted? Because let us say if your element is occurring more than n by 2 number of times, then even if you cancel all the other elements using this element, then at least one of your element will survive. Okay, so that is the idea behind using this formula, like using this method. Because we are trying to assume that 1 is the majority element, and now if we compare it with other element and if it is not equals to the majority element, then we will just decrement its count. By doing this, we will pick up the candidate majority element. So when we pick up the candidate majority element, then if there is any majority element in the array, then it should be the candidate element itself. Otherwise there will be no majority element. But in this question, it is also guaranteed that we will have a majority element. So the candidate element itself will be the majority element. Okay. So this is the idea of cancellation which we are using in this case. So we will just decrement the count value. It has become 0 now. So we will reassign the majority element to 1. Okay. So the count will now again be updated. And why are we just reassigning this new element? Because if this element would have been the majority element previously, then what would have happened? Then this should have occurred more than n by 2 number of times. And if it is occurring more than n by 2 number of times, then we will obviously see it in future. Okay. So let us now just process all the elements. So we will be at 3 now. Now 3 is not equals to 1. So we will decrement the count value to 0. Now since count is 0, Therefore, we will update the majority element to 3 and update the count value to 1. Now we will again move to the next element. This is 1. Now since 1 is not equals to 3, we will again decrement the count value to become 0. So since it is 0, we will have to update the majority element, it will become 1. And we will also update the count value to 1. Now we will move on to this one, and since this element and majority element are same, we will just increment the count value. Now all the elements are over. Now at the end of parsing, the whatever element is stored in majority variable should be our majority element. That is, this is our candidate for becoming our majority element. And in this case, since it is guaranteed that there is one majority element, therefore this can be returned as your answer. So you have just parsed this entire array only once. So the time complexity will be O(n), and we are not using any extra space, therefore it will be O1 extra space. For understanding this problem in more detail, you can follow the link given in the description below. There I have explained this algorithm in much more detail. So let us now look at the code. So this is the simple code. Here we are given our array in nums, and then I have found the size. I am assuming that the first element is the majority element, and then I am keeping the counter for majority element, which is 1 initially. Now I will iterate for all the elements as I shown you in the algorithm. If the current element is equals to majority element, then I will simply increment the count value. If it is not equals to majority element, then I will decrement the count value. And if after decrementing the count is equals to 0, then we will have to reassume our majority element with the current element, and our count value will again be updated to 1. Since that current element is taken as the majority element, so it is occurring the first time. So count will be 1. And finally, after parsing the entire array once, we will finally return the majority, which is the candidate majority element. And since in this case it is guaranteed that you have a majority element, so the value stored in this majority variable will be your majority element. I hope you got this algorithm. If you have any other approach or solution in different languages, then you can post below so that everyone can take benefit from it. Like and share our video and subscribe to our channel in order to watch more of this programming videos. See you in our next video. Thank you.